Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to the newest podcast in town, The Capable Child, Contemporary Views on Early Childhood Education. My name is Janine and I'm going to be your podcast host for today. Today, we're going to explore the evolving world of early childhood education. We'll also be diving into contemporary views of children and how they shape educational practices. We'll take a reflective journey into my childhood and discuss how these insights influence my approach as an educator. So let's get started. So the way we view children has changed dramatically over the years. The Early Years Learning Framework, or EYLF, highlights 5 key learning outcomes that guide early childhood education in Australia. One fundamental principle is recognizing that children are active participants in their own learning, which shapes their identity from a young age. Gone are the days where children were seen as passive learners, expected to follow instructions without questioning. Instead, contemporary educational standards, like the National Quality Standards, emphasize that children should engage with real-world issues, which include sustainability and social responsibility. This shift challenges traditional views where difficult topics such as climate change or diversity were avoided in early childhood setting. Celine argued that framing children as innocent often leads to shielding them from complex discussions. But today, we acknowledge that children are capable of understanding and contributing meaningfully to these topics. So, how does this contemporary views of children support my image of a child? My personal view of children aligns with these contemporary perspectives. I firmly believe that children are capable individuals who should be given opportunities to explore their independence and decision-making skills. In the past, there was a tendency for adults to be overly protective, fearing that children weren't ready to take on responsibilities. But I've seen firsthand that when given the chance, children develop confidence and resilience. In my practice, I encourage children to solve conflicts, make choices, and take initiative in their learning. Whether it's deciding what activity to engage in or resolving a disagreement with a friend, these small yet significant decisions shape their sense of responsibility and self-reliance. Creating a safe and supportive environment is my priority. I want children to feel empowered to explore, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. After all, real-world skills don't develop in a vacuum. They grow through experience and encouragement. Growing up in the Philippines was an experience I wouldn't trade for anything. My childhood was filled with outdoor adventures, may it be playing traditional street games, biking and skateboarding, and many more. Back then, technology wasn't really a thing. It wasn't as advanced, so we spent most of our time outside, learning to navigate friendships, teamwork, and ups and downs of play. Coming from an all-girls school and a household with 3 sisters, I initially struggled to socialize with boys my age. But shared play experiences taught me how to connect, adapt, and build relationships based on mutual interests rather than differences. At home, decision making wasn't really in my hands. My sisters often decide things for me, like picking my clothes to when we go to church or forcing me into having this awful haircut. So I don't know if people know this, but in Asian culture, it's pretty common for girls would have bangs and then their hairs are shorter basically, just because people believe that it's more easier to maintain. So honestly, when I was a child, I realized how much autonomy shapes confidence. I really hated that haircut. But studying early childhood education completely shifted my perspective. I saw firsthand how empowering kids to make their own choices builds independence, problem solving skills, and self esteem. So, these are the most important skills that the children must have. It made me appreciate the importance of giving children a voice, no matter how small the decision is. This journey from scraped knees in the streets to understanding the value of autonomy taught me that play isn't just fun. It's a tool for growth, resilience, and connection. And most importantly, it shaped me into the person I am today. So, how do these views influence my teaching practices? My approach to education is deeply influenced by the play-based learning theories of Jean Piaget and Maria Montessori. Piaget emphasized that play helps children develop physically, cognitively, socially, and emotionally. Montessori, on the other hand, highlighted the significance of child-led learning in a well-prepared environment, fostering independence and exploration. Reflecting on my own childhood, I see how unstructured play taught me problem solving, social skills, and emotional resilience. Skills that formal education alone couldn't provide. That's why I prioritize play-based learning in my own center. It's not just about having fun, it's about giving children the space to develop essential life skills through real, hands-on experiences. As educators, parents, and caregivers, we must move beyond outdated notions of childhood. Children are not just passive learners. They are curious, capable, and eager to contribute to their world. By fostering an environment that encourages independence and decision making and exploration, we can equip them with the tools they need to thrive, not just in school, but in life, which is always the goal. Thank you for tuning in to the Capable Child Contemporary Views on Early Childhood Education. If you found today's discussion valuable, be sure to subscribe and join us next time for more insights on early childhood education. Until then, keep fostering curiosity and confidence in the little learners around you. See you next time!